Good evening, children. I hope everyone are doing fine. Let us continue with the chapter Heredity and Evolution. In our previous class, we studied about monohybrid inheritance. Today, we will be studying about dihybrid inheritance. Okay, so what name itself says? Dihybrid. That means here it involves inheritance of two pairs of contrasting traits. So what are the two pairs of contrasting traits? That is shape and color of the pea plant. So in monohybrid we have taken only one contrasting character, that is height of the plant. So here we are taking shape as well as color of the pea plant. So what is the shape? Round, and color is yellow. Round yellow seeds and wrinkled green seeds we are taking. Okay, so here you can notice round yellow is crossed with wrinkled green seeds. So what is the genotype of round yellow? That is capital R, small y, and capital R, capital Y, and capital Y. So what about wrinkled green? What is the genotype? Small r, small y, and small y. Okay, so what are the gametes that we are going to get out of this? That is, gametes are capital R and capital Y. From wrinkled green is small r and small y. So what is the in F1 generation, what did Mendel observe? So the plant was round yellow seeds. So the plant used to give round yellow seeds, so which is dominant, which is expressing here. Okay, and further when it is fused, okay, so here we saw that genotype of round yellow and wrinkled green is so and so. So here we are getting the gametes. So we are getting RY and RY gamete from this genotype, and from this genotype we are getting small y and small y. Now we are going to understand by writing a Punnett square or a checkerboard. So first we are taking this one in a row, and here in the column we are taking small r, small y, small r, small y. So now we are going to fuse each other. So let's observe how many characters are going to inherit. So first always we need to write the capital one. Okay, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Next capital R, we are fusing the same. Capital R, capital Y, small y. Now same, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, capital Y, small. So in F1 generation, Mendel observed all the characters. So the Mendel got all round and yellow seeds in F1 generation. Okay, so this he observed. So what happens further if these are fused? So what are the characters that is going to get? Let us see in the next sheet. Okay, so children, so here you can see round yellow, that is what we got in the F1 generation, round yellow and round yellow, right? So what happens in F2 generation? So most of the plants will be round yellow, round green, wrinkled yellow and wrinkled green. So these are different types of seeds we are getting in F2 generation, right? So out of 556 plants, so 315 plants are round yellow. Round yellow in the sense capital R, capital Y and capital Y. So these are 315 plants has been obtained in F2 generation out of 556 plants. So 108 plants were round green. Okay, round is a genotype, that is capital R and capital R. Green is, what is green? That is small y and small y. And 101 plants were wrinkled yellow, that is small r, capital Y and capital Y. 32 plants were wrinkled green, that is small r, small y, small y. So here he written in the ratio form 315 is to 108 is to 101 is to 32. We got 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. Okay, so this is the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. Okay, so now let us understand it by writing a checkerboard. We shall understand it much better. So children, here we have taken round yellow and round yellow. So how we are taken? So I'll just explain how I have taken round yellow. This is the thing we obtained in F1 generation, right? So we will understand it by Punnett square. Okay, so now we should get a gamete out of it. So I'll use a pen. So the sketch will overlap. I'll just use the pen. See, first of all, first take the first letter and with third letter you just fuse it. Okay, so next from first letter to the last letter. Next left out is the small r with the capital Y and small r with the small y. Like this you need to get the gametes. First this one with this one, this one with this one, this one with this one, and this one with this one. Okay, now I'll write the gametes. First, what I've taken capital R with small y. Sorry, capital R with capital Y. Okay, that is one gamete. So again capital R with small y is the another gamete. And next we are taking small r with capital Y. Next we are taking small r with small y. Okay, same thing it will obtain here also. Capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y. So gametes has to be represented like this. Okay, small r, small y. Okay, so now you should write these gametes either side, like how I have written, like this you need to write. Now we are going to fuse it. So what we are getting? Capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, so again capital R, Y is capital and small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y. Now capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y. Capital R, small r. I hope you people are getting how I am fusing it. Similar. Okay, you have seen in monohybrid cross also, in previous cross also you have seen how I put the checkerboard. I am fusing it. Small r, capital Y, capital Y. Small r, capital Y, small y. Now you should tell me what is the character, what is the trait you should tell me. Capital R, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small y. Small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, small y. See, so here you will understand how we got the ratio 9:3:3:1, and also you will get the genotypic ratio. Okay, now you should tell me how many round yellow seeds are there. So what are the four characters that we saw? Round yellow, that is, it should be capital R, capital Y, and capital Y. So next we saw round green, that is capital R, small y. Next character we saw wrinkled yellow, right? So that is small r, capital Y. And next we saw wrinkled green. So that is small r, small y, and small y. Now using this you need to tell me what is the color of the seed and shape of the seed. So first one, we got round yellow. Here is also round yellow. 3 round yellow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 9 round yellow we got. Right? I am writing the phenotypic ratio. Phenotypic of dihybrid cross. Next, we shall see how many round green are there. Okay, capital R and small y. So here you can see round green, and here also it is round, sorry, this is round yellow. Round green, round green. Okay, so here is also, so this is round yellow. So here it is round green. Okay, so how many did you find? So totally it will be 3, 3 and 1. So wrinkle green is only 1. So now you will understand why I have written 9:3:1. Now genotypic ratio. Genotypic, you know that there should be same alleles of genes, right? So this is phenotypic ratio. So while genotypic ratio, we will understand genotypic ratio somewhere here. I'll write it. Okay. So 1. So like this, did you find any genes similar to this? No. So it is only 1. So like this, RRY, capital R, capital R, capital Y. Like this, did you find anywhere? Yes, it is there. So it is here. So this one and this one. Okay, so totally it is 2. Okay. Next, like this, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Yes, this one and this one. 2 totally. Okay. So now like this, capital R, capital Y, small y. 1, 2, okay, 2, 3, 4. So totally it is 4. Okay. So now like this we have all fine. Like this, capital R, small y, small y. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's only. So no, like this, capital R, small y, small y. So only 1. So next like this, it is 2. You can notice here. Okay. Next like this, 1, 2. 1 is there. So only 1 is there. So 1. So now you can see this one. This one is similar, totally 2. And here only 1. So this one is a genotypic ratio. It is easy way to remember. 12, 12 2s are 24, 12, 12 and 1. So first you write like this. 12 1s are 12. So just a second. 12 1s are 12, 12 2s are 24, 12 1s are 12, 12 1s are 12 and 1. So now you keep on keeping the ratio like this, ratio symbol between each number. So that is, it is easy to remember the genotypic ratio. Okay. So children, we understood what is monohybrid inheritance and dihybrid inheritance. So we need to understand 3 laws of inheritance. So one is law of dominance, and another one is law of segregation, and last one is law of independent assortment. So there are totally 3 laws of dominance of 3 laws of inheritance. So first law, this law is also called as Mendel's first law of inheritance. So according to this law, what is that this law states? So the law of dominance, according to the law of dominance, hybrid offsprings, so the offsprings what we got in F1 generation, will only inherit the dominant trait. Okay, so we saw in monohybrid cross, right? So it is going to inherit only the dominant character. And the allele that are suppressed are called as recessive. So we know that the alleles which is going to suppress, okay, so that is said to be recessive traits, while the alleles that determine the trait are said to be dominant trait. So the alleles which is going to express, that is said to be dominant traits. So this is first law, first Mendel's law. It is also called as law of dominance. For next we shall understand law of independent assortment. This law is also known as second law of inheritance. Okay, so this states that a pair of trait segregate independently. So a pair of character, it is going to separate, it is going to segregate of another pair during the gamete formation. Just now we saw in dihybrid cross. As the individual heredity factors assort independently, different traits get equal opportunity to occur together. So when we are putting the Punnett square, we saw how it is getting fused together, right? So this is second law of inheritance. Next is law of segregation. This law states that during the production of gamete, so when there is a production of gamete, so what is going to happen? Two copies of each heredity factor segregate so that offspring will acquire one factor from each parent. So the character which is going to inherit to the offspring will be the only one character. Okay, so in other words, we can say that alleles, that is alternative form of gene, pairs segregates during the formation of gametes, and it will going to be reunite randomly during the fertilization. So this is also known as Mendel's third law of inheritance. So totally three law of inheritance you will see. One is law of dominance, law of independent assortment, and law of segregation. So thank you children. I hope you people enjoyed the session. See you all. Have a good day.